Don't listen to him. We just got here too.
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here! Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
Yes, we do.
I brought candy and cookies to share.
Have some.
Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Nice.
Just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth, but sweaty.
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look.
Okay.
Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, hi Chaska.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
Really?
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Hahaha. Traveler deserves most of the credit. Traveler deserves most of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to spare, so it's not only right we return the favor. We're just doing our part.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. Alright, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Who has a question? Who has a question?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, then to start things off.
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot.
Aw, Shilonen.
Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Aw.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse.
Well, Paimon, I don't think that's the same.
So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Sweet Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natlan for quite a while already, doesn't it?
We've been traveling together for even longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natlan.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
Despite Shilonen's assurance, quite a lot of time seems to pass. Good luck, Traveler. That took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us a lot, whew, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moeka, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Alright. Okay. And guess what? That actually concludes, but it doesn't stop here yet, because hello and good evening, Chanmei travelers, and welcome to the final episode for 2024 here on Genshin tonight. We have Xiao coming all over, and we're still in somewhere in Natlan. But guess what? We have 4 days to go, and welcome 2025. So, like when the group of Natlaners or when a group of friends had come and go over, and they would rather say it's all set because it is all set for New Year, and we have so many things to look forward to, or so many things to get ready. But first we'll do and continue this adventure quest, as well as for the first time ever we'll be able to let's go back to Fontaine, and we'll get to meet the father Arlecchino in the house. But anyways, because alright, thank you very much, Xiao, for your anyways, without further ado, and there's more things coming up on the final episode of Genshin tonight before 2024 ends, because the streaming of Genshin tonight begins right now.
The City of Freedom. So long as we can both share fond memories. It doesn't matter. Let the heart decide.
She saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world.
Hawkeye enters the fray.
The competition is heating up.
I'm honored to be here on the
Happy Lantern Rite!
And to begin with, Chanmei travelers, this is my progress of the map, of the Natlan map. So when I was actually offline, well, in this first part, I have reached to at least 80%, except the Kotapek Mountain, with only 71% of progress. I actually or purposely did this because on that time, for those who are wondering, Chanmei travelers, so remember the rewards, remember the motivation for rewards, because it's going to end soon once the version update will come into an effect, or once before 2024 ends. So that's why I have to go over and to explore much, and thanks to the trusted help from the Treasure Compass for Natlan, then I was able to finish this, but for this part only. While for this other part, because you have like more than 50 days to go to complete those, we have the Tezcate Petonko Range and Kwahuacan Cliff, as well as Natlan, which I am still on 38% for Natlan, and the other two for 48 and 52 respectively. Now, without further ado, let's continue with the story quest. Wait, I'm going to first. Okay, that's the Pilgrim's Chronicle that we get earlier. Oh, okay. Which is going on right after this update, but we still have some elements to go. So let's just keep on exploring. Oh, and by the way, for the Primigem count, Chenmi Travelers, for the Primigem count, speaking of wishes, well, for those who saw Startle Express earlier in the afternoon, well, I actually cried because I thought I was gonna get Firefly.
Those memories. So dark.
Because I thought I was gonna get Firefly, but unfortunately, I failed and got instead Bailu. Yeah, I'm really sorry. But anyway, let's just move on. And by the way, in this game, Chenmi Travelers, when I tried to pull for Chaska, once again, I lost 50-50 to Dia, and now I'm guaranteed to a promotional character. Now that I have 2700 Primogems, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, but because Mavuika is coming over soon on New Year's Day, well, it will be nice. And I already have Pity 65 as of today. So, Mavuika, I'm so excited that I should be able to get Mavuika. So, I already have an extra Intertwined Fate. Oh, and don't forget as well the rewards. So, you know how many rewards that I have been, saving? And the story quest and the quest that I have shown you earlier at the start of the program is that wow, you can actually okay, at the start of the program, the quest that I am actually showing you is the last part of the previous quest that we continued after helping others in Natlan with Iansan. And check this out, Chenmei Travelers. I got what 2,776 Primogems, but unfortunately, I'm sorry, Nouvellette, but I have to save for Mavuika because, well, I understand that I like Nouvellette because of his powers that I really like. But for Mavuika, well, as a character collector, I have to collect first the Archons. Well, because if I were to pull this now and ended up getting Nouvellette, well, it's going back to 50-50. And then, what if I will lose, once again, I will lose Mavuika to another 5-star standard character. It could be a Chi-Chi, it could be a Jean, it could be Diluc, or even Dia, or even Dainari. So it could be. So I will have a 50-50 chance if this will happen tonight. So I'm sorry, but I have to skip Nouvellette for now. Well, Nouvellette, I'll see you on the next on your next rerun banner. Alright? Now, for those who are still aspiring to get Nouvellette or to get Papa Zhongli, you only have 2 days, 19 hours, and 16 minutes from today, or else if you don't, these banners will set to expire soon, as well as their weapons. Now, for Papa Zhong, speaking of Papa Zhong, on Tuesday, on New Year's Eve, 31st of December, it's going to be Papa Zhong's birthday. So, for you, Papa Zhong, advance happy birthday. Where's the music? Oh, wait, huh? Okay, there we go. That's the right music. Well, happy birthday in advance, Papa Zhong. And oh, sorry, I have to get back to the music. Okay. Okay. So besides Papa Zhong on Tuesday, well, I would like to greet as well advance happy birthday to Tainari, one of the first characters in Sumeru. So advance happy birthday for tomorrow, December 29. Alright, now back to the game. So without further ado, where are the quests that is coming up. Should we be helping Chaska? Oh wait, I think we have just finished the quest. Really? How about Chaska? Well, I'll get some time, or I need to buy some, you know, time to think on what should we do next. Oh, and by the way, for the TCG challenge later tonight, guest challenger we'll find out later on the show. But then,
The damned
for now-
will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
but for now, I'm gonna get some thinking to do. Genshin tonight will be right back, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to Genshin tonight, Chanmei Travelers. And because we have reached to the year end, Chanmei Travelers, well, I have decided, you know, something. Well, in order to go for some look back here. Oh, and before that, I think we might be doing Chaska's story quest later on the show. So we'll just keep on waiting. But first, because 2024 is almost over, let's take a little bit of look back. Okay, let's take a little bit of look back from the moments we have gone all the way from Fontaine all the way to the present time. So this is still part 1, Chanmei Travelers, and then we'll be okay, let's watch our throwback of what we have go over across the adventure, starting off with Fontaine.
That side, and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure. Ugh, nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now. So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son? Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Venier. I promise. We made a promise. Venier. Venier! Please, Venier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Venier. During an underwater expedition, Venier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Venier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rasula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rasula for many years, Vache decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vache. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vache is guilty.
Guards! Take Vache away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to, so if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
It has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either! Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Verena mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of...
And welcome back to Genshin tonight, Chanmei Travelers. And I'm still here with Totec because later on we're going to start Chaska's story quest in just a moment.
Those memories are so dark.
Are you okay, Shao? I hope you're okay. But speaking of here in Natlan, well, remember that I haven't been streaming Genshin for a while because of some busy schedules, including those who, especially with the academics. Well, when I decided to stop streaming for a while, but I'll be happy to share whatever cutscenes that were already here in across this year, especially or particularly from Natlan. Well, the first story that we're going to look back at the start of the Archon quest is when Natlaners, including our Pyro Archon Mavwika, has some encounter with the Fatui.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse.
Whoa. Didn't you hear this? Well, it seems that there goes Mavwika. Huh? Like at this pause. Anyway, let's move on to the other part of the Archon quest that we're going back to, is that after we have some encounter with Auroron and Citlali, well, I think it's on that time when we have to find Kachina because she went missing. So here's a second part of the look back.
Faster! We'll never make it!
Okay. Okay, when it starts to tremble. At the dark side. And here comes the Pyro Archon.
You've done well. Now come home.
Okay. Now, okay, so in the first part of this Archon quest is that when they had some encounter, or including the Pyro Archon Mavwika had some encounter with the Fatui, while especially with Capitano. While the second part of it is that when they had to go at the other side, because on that time they have to search for Kachina after she went missing. Kachina, let's all should remember that Kachina is the one who won this tournament and pitted up against Molani, and they win, and she eventually won fair and square. Now, without further ado, let's just continue and start Chaska's story quest with a conversation with Toltec. So here we go.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep, and you are...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation, so just follow me.
Alright. Now the story quest has just gotten started. So what is next? Okay, we have to go into the fog's depths. We have just started Chaska's story quest. Oh, sorry. We have to teleport here. We have to teleport here. Alright. We might be meeting Chaska soon.
So the guy is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye. Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye. However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed. And so they sealed off the entrance to control access. To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Oh, right.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Huitzilin, and that was 300 years ago. According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kuntur. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art. Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Iktomi Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Fair enough. Alright, we'll try not to take too long.
Now, the next part that we're going to do is to break the barrier, but before that, well, I can actually send some, more ingredients. I'm talking about The glowing horn shroom. Let's collect. Sorry about that. So we have to use the Ectomosaur's special elemental design to... Oh yeah! Yes! Yes! Thank you for reminding me. I still have yet to break the barrier.
Looks like there's no way past. Maybe try the same thing as before?
Well, this is so difficult, isn't it? Anyway, what else, huh? What else? Okay. Now, while I'm trying to solve this, puzzle, well, let's just go first to the, brighter side. Because on Nahida's birthday, we, get to celebrate, and then Nahida, as herself, actually did share the story. And take note, Chanmates, that this is the first birthday celebration being celebrated after she was freed from the Grand Sage back when we're still in Sumeru. So a little bit of throwback for this year is Nahida's birthday quest. Oh, and to warn you... Okay, and to warn you, Chanmates, because on that time, because we heard about the news about what happened with the English voice actors of Genshin, and some other sister Hoyoverse games. Well, we heard the news about it, so this is actually played in Japanese version without any subtitles. So without further ado, take two. Let's just continue. Let's just watch this throwback of Nahida's birthday.
花車が揺らぎ、ナヒーダは目を開ける。そして言う、ナヒーダの誕生日は今日なのだと。花の騎士や従者が彼女を見つけた。
神よ、やっと見つけました。皆お会いできるのを楽しみにしています。
家臣探査が幕を開け、人々は彼女を囲んで楽しく踊る。あれ？
あれはパチサラか？
花の騎士と従者は彼女のためにサプライズを用意した。甘いキャンディーが彼女の周りで花火のように弾けた。
行くぞ。3、2、1。
花車がカラフルな鳥にぶつかると七色の喜びが舞った。実は私からもサプライズがあるのよ。出てきて。花車が揺らぎ、ナヒーダは目を開ける。そして言う、こんなに素敵なお祭りは初めてだと。
Alright, now that we get to know about what's with Nahida and her birthday quest, so okay, finally, this is actually similar to what I did before when I did Genshin offline. So of course I have to press this and wait for the signal. There you go. There you go. There you go. And this is where we get inside.
This should be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? Now the only question is, which ones do we pick? Well, go ahead, try it out!
Hang on a bit. Now I started to question, is this really Chaska's story quest? Well, I gotta find out soon because I just realized something.
You saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it!
Now that should do it.
These guys' ancestors made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story. Do you think maybe there's more artwork further inside? Seems kinda strange. Oh, no need. Paimon was just thinking aloud. Toltek's waiting for us, and we have a job to do. So maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltek.
Alright, got some another thinking to do. So Genshin tonight will be right back after the break. And welcome back to Genshin tonight. Now that I just realized, oh no, I actually thought that the quest that I was doing earlier is Chaska's story quest. Actually, it's just the color quest here. And I thought that this area happens to be Auroron's quest. It turned out to be Chaska's. Okay. Now, to start off with Chaska's story quest, well, there is a girl who is right behind the bridge over there, and it looks like she really needs some help, so let's just go there. Okay. There you go.
Doing something stupid.
I'd leave her be.
That is her, and that is Chaska.
The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it.
What do you mean, aim for the sky?
Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial, where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset.
And when you mention going wingless, what does that mean?
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying test and win the Kukasaur's approval, People get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What?
Sorry.
No, of course not. They're still
Wrong
prized
sound
warriors.
effect.
We have a saying.
It's supposed to be
Just
serious,
as the
so...
Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah, people from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Okay. Alright. Whistle.
Koyer still
Whistle,
isn't
whistle,
giving
whistle.
up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction. What if we could get a Kukusaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
She really needs it. Confidence. Actually, that sounds like a plan. And so, Chaska's story quest has finally started. And before that, Chenmates, let us give another of ourselves another throwback. Well, the representatives of the Natlaners tribes, if that's what I can observe on the story, Shao. Okay, we are here still in Natlan.
Those memories, so dark.
Okay. Let's watch this, how the 6 representatives of each of Natlan's tribes join forces together and alongside with the Pyro Archon Mavuika. Let's watch this.
We unite as one,
Baptized by the Turnfire.
bearing an ancient blessing, knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
Alright, and here's the map. Okay. Welcome back. Because I didn't realize that still have to, you know, navigate. So we have to indwell a Quocosaur to get us close to Collier. It's a Quocosaur. Alright. We thought that she's going to attack, but yeah, it's actually a Quocosaur. So let's go to Collier so that she can hopefully get some confidence. But that's just the start, alright? Because we still have many things to go. And there she is. Let's get some closer, shall we?
It's a Quocosaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it. I summoned one.
There she is.
I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
That's a Quocosaur. Looks like her mood's lifted. Now to wait till she's not looking and fly out of here.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now?
Oh, flying practice?
I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
Yikes, those sound complicated. I'm out of my depth. This is too dangerous.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers.
Crikey, I've never even carried a passenger, let alone while doing all that. I need to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Huh?
Oh!
That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Quocosaur?
Who is it? Now it's my chance.
Hey! Wait! Wait!
Oh no! Oh no, with a whistle providing the perfect cover, you make your escape. Oh no. That's like a trick. Oh no.
Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Alright. Should we go? Anyways, let's just, you know, catch up to Chaska in just a moment. But we will go first back to Fontaine because Genshin tonight will be right back. And before that, we're going to have a little bit of throwback. Speaking of Fontaine at Witch, we're going to take a look back with Navia and some others. I think that happened on the Summer Adventure 2024.
The damned will sooner die again.
The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark.
Or it's rather, it's
a way of
Chiori,
life.
actually. Sorry. It's Chiori's brand. In Fontaine
Greetings,
fashion.
friends at Fontaine Fashion! Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today. Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly, an enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin!
The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time.
Flotanian Fashion Week.
Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Hello, and it's Linny.
Who's that voice?
It's Linny.
Over here.
Where's Lynette and Fremine? It's been so long, Linny.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Okay. It could be.
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front.
Oh,
so Father
no.
arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Father.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Okay. That's what I asked earlier,
Yep,
Paimon.
along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth.
Oh,
you may have
no.
noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Oh no, and who is that? Father. Father. Father figure. Arlecchino.
Father, you're here.
Hi, Arlecchino.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the
Really?
Heart stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Well, we are a little curious. We still have our reservations about your organization.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree?
the House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving my mind the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
I couldn't help but feel intimidated during that conversation with the knave. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. She also suggested that we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Wow! Of course! During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Okay, thank you very much, Linny, for the welcome. And Arlecchino's story quest has just begun. And the first things first that we have to do is to be a house guest. House guest? More like big brother in the house. Of course, Linny's the big brother in the house. Char. So it must be somewhere there. Alright, we have just arrived.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies.
Oh,
With
wow.
this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Okay.
Linny! We're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
You actually just noticed.
No way!
I think that must be the other children from the House of the Hearth.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days! Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Oh, wait! When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you! Come on, we insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both. Huh?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth! He's super good at it! He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
All right, Fold Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really? Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye!
Lenny, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with. She still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all. Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting. After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Aww.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
It's better not to pry, so we should observe for now.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all.
Yep.
Oh,
Paimon's got a point.
Getting super far ahead.
Alright. And that is it for here. Speaking of catch up, let's first go back to Chloride. Let's go back first to Chloride as where is she right now? Alright, over here. So we have to meet up with the others at the game venue. Let's go back first to Chloride. And after that, we'll go back to who's this? Chaska. We just have a couple of days to go before a Happy New Year, so tell me your thoughts if you have time. If you have something to say, that what is your New Year's resolution, please feel free to put it on your comments and shout it out as well to those who are currently watching. And to greet you in advance, Happy New Year 2025. Oh. I think we'll just do that next week, because I thought we'll just be meeting with them outside here. Anyway, let's just go back straight to Chaska. Now, where is Chaska? Go and check on Collier. So we have to go check on Collier. Back to Natlan so that we can go check on her. Alright. That must be her, right? Oh, and Chaska's here. So we should go check on them. We should go check on them. Alright, there you go.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all!
Well, what she didn't know
Although,
is that
unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And
Oh.
how do you know my name?
I think Chaska told you.
These
Or
are
overheard.
my, friends.
Really?
The Traveler and Paimon. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you.
Really? You didn't know
what
them
do you
until
mean,
now?
up and coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
He is actually the Traveler.
Maybe you saw him in the stadium? Or anywhere, really.
Probably.
He's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not surprising that you've seen him around.
If you say so.
Yeah, that must be it.
Koyer, Chaska.
That's Alpha? Oh! I think that must be the
Here
Cocosaurus
you
that
are. I've been looking
he's
everywhere
looking
for you two.
Oh.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Oh.
How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
The Flower Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Last time was just a flying visit, but we never got to check the place out properly.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better!
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Koyer, let's get going.
Okay.
Good luck. And riding a Kugosaur.
Alright, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call, that was your doing, wasn't it?
Yep.
I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow.
I can't believe you saw through it.
He looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give him a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh?
That's actually you, Chaska, huh?
If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself.
Thank you.
You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good.
Technically, I deceived Collier. Does that count as for good?
I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict.
She has a point. She has a point.
If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Well, luckily no harm has done in the end.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Okay, thank you. I would like to thank Chaska for the tour just now, but let's go first to a break. But before we do, let's give one more, or second to the last of the throwback before 2024 ends, with Mavuika having her hair glow as bright on that fighting scene. And then when we return after this, it's time for another TCG challenge with a guest challenger to find out right after this. Now take a look at the upcoming playable for next year that she's going to welcome 2025 with a bright of a bang. Actually, this is just the first part of the quest. First part. And welcome back to Genshin tonight, Chanmei Travelers. It's now time for the TCG Challenge. Now, our guest challenger for this week and the last of 2024, the last for 2024 in fact, is no other than Shenhe. Now it's time for the battle. Oh, and besides, this is Xiao, and we're sitting beside Shenhe, and it's actually funny because we're like banner mates last time on 2.4 for the first phase, right? And secondly, for the second phase happens to be Yaimiko and I think Zhongli. In fact, wait, no. It's actually okay. So on 2.4 first phase, we have Xiao and Shenhe. Ganyu and Zhongli, in fact, are at the second phase for the banners. Okay. Now, without further ado, let's begin with the TCG challenge. And
it's such a relief to play with you. There's no way for me to relax when playing against others.
let's play Genius Invocation TCG. And for the opposing lineup, before we begin, other than Shenhe herself, we have Ganyu and Kokomi. So, alright. Without further ado, once again, let us begin with the challenge. So of course, still have yet to get Kokomi, which will eventually replace Barbara. Let us enjoy the TCG challenge on the last day of last Saturday in fact, of 2024. I'm really not sure but I'm actually considering to do the last Genshin tonight prior to Welcome 2025 live stream. So that at least we can, utilize. Let's go first, Barbs.
We can do this!
Okay, but I don't need these. I need a Hydro, Animo, or Cryo. Okay, that's good. That's good. Barbs, let's start with you.
Let the show begin.
Opponent switch to Kokomi. Let's switch further to
Kamisato Ayaka. Present.
Ayaka.
Allow me.
Frozen, Kokomi.
Take flight.
Really? Switch to Ganyu. Okay. Let's strategize. And end the round. Oh! I actually thought that's his strategize. It's the one with Kokomi that will give the power to strategize with 2 new cards. You're all perfect here. Okay, that's fine, but I don't need these. Oh, come on, why Geo? Opportunity to play card with Dawn Winery. Ganyu.
Take flight!
Freeze all over. Thank you for switching to Barbara.
No touching.
Because I am going to switch and make her frozen. Sorry, Ganyu.
Let the show begin.
Sorry, Ganyu. Let's end the round. And Barbara is eventually frozen. But we'll rise on the next round. Didn't you forgot Ganyu is already frozen? Okay. I don't need these Geo and a Pyro. What I really need, come on. What I really need is Animo, Cryo, or Hydro. So next, Barbs. Next to you, back to you, Barbs. Shao! Wait, huh? Shao. Uh-oh. We have Shao in the house. It's... oh no. It's a lover's quarrel. It's a lover's quarrel, ladies and gentlemen, Janmei travelers. Shao fighting against Ganyu in this match.
Boring.
This time, let's have... huh? Let's have Ayaka coming over.
I await your instruction.
Thank you. And next, equip this for Ayaka. And we end the round. Round is over. Okay, that's the strategize, the one with Kokomi. That's a strategize card. Alright. Timmy!
All hail!
Oh no. Oh no. I knew it. How dare you, Ganyu. Let's grab Barbs.
Wish me luck.
Because of this,
Come on, we can do it.
Shao, your turn.
Evil shall be dispersed.
I'm sorry, Ganyu, but it looks like you're... Okay. Okay. Liyue Harbor Wharf. And we end the round. Should have used the strategize option. And I think that's the power from Shenhe, right? I think that's Ganyu's. Or is it Shenhe? All three are still alive each. Okay, Shao, it's now your time to shine. Switch to Kokomi.
Disappear!
Billowing surge!
Kamisato
Ayaka
Ayaka, present.
is present.
My apologies.
Wish me luck.
Let's go first to Barbs. Okay. Just realized that we are out of fuel. So many cards to play, huh? So many cards to play. Alright, I don't need these. Give me a Hydro, give me a... Okay, that's enough for a Hydro. Oh no. I can actually feel that.
I feel
Darn it.
a little weak.
Shao. It's your time to shine. To equip with this artifact. Necessary. Alright. Sorry, Ganyu. And Kokomi has been frozen. Kokomi's already frozen, so... Let's strategize. Oh wait, hang on. Alright, sorry Kokomi. Because you chose this.
Strategy needed.
And I think let's go to Ayaka.
I await your instruction.
It may be too late at this moment. So give me only cryo or hydro. No, not hydro. Animo. Oh, come on. Action phase.
Manifest!
Okay. Still a chance.
Sakura swirl!
Oh! How does it feel to be frozen, Shenhe? The leader, in fact. See? Give up. Okay. Just one more push and down. There you go.
No escape!
Thank you very much. And we have just won the battle. Alright. We're going to wait until Shenhe's final word.
Oh, I lost. Do you want to play again?
Well, you can wait next year. Let's just have a seat first. Well, you can actually wait until next year, Shenhe. Anyways, don't go anywhere because more of Genshin tonight. We'll be right back.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday? There was an important decision to be made, yes? I'll pour everyone a cup of tea.
Surprise! Surprise! We just came here to see Chloride and the hunters once again.
Is that really the most important part, though, Chloride? Paimon's more concerned about our current surroundings. Heavy walls, cold railings, dim lights. This is obviously supposed to be a prison.
I admire the work put into the set. Still, it's obvious the scriptwriter has never paid a visit to the fortress of Meripede.
So the set is going to be a part of the script?
Say so.
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither
Oh, no.
confirm nor deny.
Oh no.
Anyone think Chlorian's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with this treasure. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Cloran's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Cloran mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, Or try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So, you reached an agreement? All right then, we can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
Okay. And here goes with another treasure, but while waiting, here's a final look of this flashback. We are going back to Liyue as we have celebrated, of course, the most anticipated event that we have celebrated every year, or early of the year in fact, the Lantern Rite celebration in Liyue.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there! Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait,
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Okay, hope that you're still with us here on Genshin tonight. As for the final page, okay, we'll be doing this in a later time already. And before we go, I would just like to wish everyone in advance, to all of my fellow travelers, our Chenmei travelers, a safe and happy New Year. Xiao, what are you going to say? Will this be
Used to just standing around. How absurd.
Will this be the last episode for 2024 of Genshin Tonight? Well, we'll find out soon. Okay? We'll find out soon if this will be the last, because, you know, I may be considering that. I'm really not sure if we could do the final episode of Genshin Tonight or another one before the year ends. But as you can say, let's bid goodbye for now, because what? We have already reached to the end, and there we have it. This wraps up this episode of Genshin Tonight on a final Saturday before we bid goodbye to 2024. Storytelling from the world of Teyvat continues as we explore and witness every story counts across 7 nations. This has been Chanoshino, your fellow traveler and Chenmei travelers. How many days before we say goodbye to 2024? We got 4 days to go, and welcome 2025. And please do not forget, welcome 2025 special live stream show. Are you okay, Xiao? Okay, please do not forget, okay? Welcome 2025 at 11:30 p.m. Philippine time. So I hope you could join me for more live streams, future live streams in the future. Please do not forget to subscribe or to follow on my social media streams or social media platforms down below. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a safe and happy New Year, Chenmei travelers, and Happy New Year to everyone.